Okay, so I'm going to make a fish pie, and obviously the most important ingredient in a fish pie is fish. So the type of fish I've got today is I've got some haddock fillets. I got these were reduced, so these were £1.29, they've been in the freezer. Some coley portions, these are relatively cheap as well. Now you can put any fish in here, so these are just frozen blocks. So we're going to cook these first. Later on I've got a bag of mixed seafood. Now this is already cooked, so I won't need to cook this now. And then also when I put the seafood in, I'm going to put some frozen peas in, and I'm also going to put in some chopped spinach. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this fish in the oven, but I'm going to cook it in some milk. So I'm just really going to cover the fish with milk and poach that. Okay, so we've got various different types of potato. These are organic ones, fresh off my mother's allotment. Other good potatoes you can use are sweet potatoes. Obviously they're an orange colour. Always good idea to try and keep the skins on when you cook them, but just give them a good wash. So different ways that you can cut them. I like to cut them lengthways, and then you can rest them on a flat surface so they're not like that, wobbling about. And then because these are going to be mashed, I'm going to cut them fairly small so they cook quite quickly. Okay, so I've got the celery and the onion just softening off in a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to cook that for a couple minutes more till it's a little bit softer. Then remove that from the pan and then introduce some of the oat flour, and then use that to make the white sauce with the milk from the cooked fish. We just want to break the fish up. Try and keep the fish in biggish chunks. Here we've got mussels, calamari and prawns. No need to cook these are cooked through when they're in the oven. We're going to make the white sauce to go on the top of this now with the milk that we've retained from the cooking of the fish. So we're going to add the oat flour, and then we're going to season that as well with some. You can use a whisk. So the white sauce is cooking. I'm going to put some chopped spinach in here. This is optional, obviously, just to increase the nutritional content of the fish pie. So we're going to spoon over the white sauce into the fish pie. Okay, so we've cooked the mashed potatoes, and with a fish pie you can use any type of mash. You can use potato mash like this. You can use a cauliflower mash if you wanted it to be low carb, or you could use sweet potato mash. Got a little bit of milk left over from cooking the fish, so this looks like it's a little bit too heavy, so we're just going to add a little bit more milk in. Just add the milk in gradually, a little bit at a time. The other thing that you can do as well, instead of using a masher, you can put it in a blender or use a hand blender to get it a lot smoother. Depends on how you like it. Okay, so just put in the mashed potato onto the fish pie. You don't want the mash being too thin, so then just spread it out with the back of a fork evenly, and we'll put that in the oven. Here we've got the completed fish pie ready to eat. Looks pretty good. It's been in the oven at 180 degrees for about 40 minutes, and we just finished it off on the top by giving it a little bit of a grill to make it nice and brown and crispy on top.